about our grand finals. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into the Heroes International NA Last Chance Qualifier Grand Finals. My name's Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we've got Performance Enhancing Zugs, and on the right will be Anti-Clan Association. This is a best of 5 grand finals, no waiting or anything like that. So if anyone comes into Twitch chat saying, is this a best of 5? Chat, you know the answer, and you can troll the hell out of the person. But either way, we're going to Tomb the Spider Queen for map number 1 in this series, and let's go ahead and see what does happen here. Thank you once again for the follows, thank you for the gifted subs, and thank you for the resubs as well. I appreciate you all lurking, hanging out, and everything in between. Y'all are amazing. Crawl. Man, there's nothing like horses who leave a trail of fire behind them. Oh, Kaladin, you know what's up! Fire mares. Yeah, let's get some fire mares. It's fun, it's fun. You've heard I Came By was really good. Haven't seen it on Netflix. Okay. All right. Thank you for the redemption. Oh, best of 25, obviously. Is this a best of 9? God, what am I going to do with you, Twitch chat? Honestly. Honestly, what am I going to do with you? Honestly, who throws a shoe? That's another one that I want to rewatch, is all the Austin Power movies. But either way, I think I did that like a year ago with some friends in Discord, to be honest. Uther Diablo banned away. Okay, so taking notes from that last series. Vince not able to play Diablo, and June did have a very, very good Uther. It was Got Filth, I believe, who played the Rhaegar in the last game as well. So either way, Junkrat. So there is an available Lucio. There's an available Brightwing. Those are 2 priority healers we do see a lot of teams go for, so we could see those as the first pick from either side. Joanna banned away, so she's very strong on a map like this with the double soak rotations. But what is the priority from the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs? Is it that Lucio for BBJ? Is it the Brightwing? I mean, Stukov is fantastic for this map as well, so maybe they don't need to focus. Maybe they don't need to focus into a healer because they have such a flexible healer main like BBJ. And also, you know, we've talked about this in many of the qualifiers. We've talked about this in many of the games and the maps and the series. Porky on Dahaka is busted. Like, we like to flame Porky and we like to flame CPX and all that kind of stuff. Porky's Dahaka in the qualifiers that I've been casting is absolutely out of this world. He is landing drags left and right. Now, of course, I'm going to caster curse him here. He's not going to land a single good drag. But in the previous ones that we've been seeing, even Cattle has been in chat popping in here and there being like, dude, Porky's fucking good on Dahaka. So Lucio Hogger for the side of Anti-Clan Association here on map 1 in this best of 5 series. A very flexible draft from either side. I wonder what we will get for our main tanks. Muradin is up and available. He's been a fairly strong tank. I feel like we've had some decent priority onto Muradin as well, and Brandon's been doing very good on him. As Ibitings or whomever is going to be playing the Range Assassin, or whoever will be playing the Sylvanas, that'll be a grab for them. We could see a Chromie ban. CPX has been playing a lot of Chromie. I don't think you want to target ban BBJ. I think that's a waste of a ban. I think you ban out the Chromie from CPX because he's been consistently playing that. This series is over when one team wins the smallest odd prime number greater than one of game. What? Also, I forgot to send this earlier, so let's do it now. Thank you again, Helen, for the Prime Gaming.
Hi, Bah, I'm back.
Welcome back. All right. What are they gonna ban out here? Is this a tank ban? It's a blaze ban. Sergeant Hammer's looking good for performance enhancing Zugs. Yeah, I would agree with you. I would absolutely agree with you. I think both teams could realistically go for Hammer. I honestly feel like it's going to be like a Brightwing Chromie for performance enhancing Zugs. I just feel like that fits their composition, their playstyle as we've been seeing consistently. On the opposing side, Lucio Hogger, will they go for a Vala Hypercarry like they did in the last game? They literally played Vala Hypercarry, and she is available. There's the Vala, there's the Tyrael to go with it. Okay. So I wonder, with the Mephisto banned away, if this will be another healer coming out. Uther already being banned out. What would go... Like, Rhaegar actually is still an option as well for the side of Anti-Clan Association. Performance-enhancing Zugs. My personal 2 cents, it's Brightwing and Chromie here. I think that fits their composition. It fits their play style. It fits the meta that they've kind of created for their team. But maybe they're going to throw things off. Let's see what we get. Chromie and Deckard Cain. Okay. And actually, the Deckard Cain's a smarter call than the Brightwing because Deckard Cain has the Emerald. And if the enemy is going to be going into a double support composition, healing mitigation by 75% from the Emerald would be a big pickup. Ana could be a consideration as well, but it seems like BBJ will also get more value out from the Deckard Cain. We have seen him play Deckard Cain in previous qualifiers with very, very high skill. So we'll see how this all works out for the side of performance-enhancing Zugs. Last pick, will it be the Rhaegar? Azul! So I wonder if this is going to be a 1-4 composition from the side of from Anti-Clown. If they're going to leave Zul to double soak top mid and then hard push Hogger, Lucio, Tyrael, Vala bottom lane. It's very possible. Let's go ahead and swap over to this screen really quickly. I will start our prediction as to which team will win Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's go ahead and get that all set up for all of you. I will start the prediction. You got 2 minutes to get your gambles in. Get them on in, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't expecting the Zul, to be honest. I was really expecting a second healer. Is Grubby going to the LAN? I don't think so. I don't think Grubby's really doing much of anything with Heroes of the Storm right now. I think Grubby's very involved with AoE, Warcraft, and Dota. I don't think I've seen him stream Heroes in, God, a couple weeks. I think he might be just moving on to Dota, which I can't blame him. His viewership for Dota is better than Heroes. His viewership for Dota is better than any other game I think he's streamed. He's good at it. He's got, like, Dendi and people who are hanging out with him. So, like, I mean, it's when it comes to streaming, I mean, you go where the viewership is. Like, if I started playing Dota and I got a ton of viewership, I would be doing the same thing. But I'm not, and I'm doing Heroes, and that's where we're at. Welcome into the map number 1 in our grand finals for the Heroes International Last Chance Qualifier in NA. On this left-hand side, we have performance-enhancing Zugs. We've got an AFK Porky on the Dahaka. We have got BBJ on the Deckard Cain. We've got Brandon on that Muradin. IB Tings will be on the Sylvanas and CPX on the Chromie. On the side of Anti-Clan Association, we've got Kelsier on the Hogger, Vince on the Tyrael, Got Filth will play the Vala, Mason Blaze on the Zul, and June to play the Lucio. Here's our mid lane, here's our level 1s, and here's our first engagement. Alright. Got a little time for gambles, maybe? I'm not sure. There's a delay on stream, so I just looked over and I don't know the amount of timing. But either way, Stormbolt from Murden not connecting. Vala going autos, just like in the last map. Scroll is sealing on the ground as well. There's going to be a Bone Prison onto Muradin, but I think he's fine for right now. Did go Dwarf Block at level 1. Porky actually losing like 50% of his HP to the Hog Wild from Hogger. We also have the Time Walker's Pursuit for Chromie. There's a couple factors in that. 10% spell power, arming of trap time. You have the reveal area, and then an additional 4 seconds if an enemy hero is revealed within that area as well. Tissue regeneration for Porky. You got the shade from the Zul. Okay, sorry, I thought I missed something in chat. Mason Blaze just getting poked at by Abby Tings in the rotation. We don't see what I was talking about earlier. We don't see that kind of change up in laning style. That could come into play a little bit later, but right now Porky is just playing safe by the gate. The assumption is that Hogger's going down here, but we did see that there's a Tyrael right there, so I wonder, will Dahaka step in, and is that the green light for Tyrael to help out? Let's see here. I'm just holding vision really quickly. Here comes Dahaka. Here comes the Tyrael. Does Dahaka see Tyrael? Yes, he does. Okay. Lucio to rotate down here. Porky might be dead. He pops the Essence. That will be the camp going over to Kelsier. June down here as well, and Porky will be fine. Vala in mid lane getting pushed back. She's just playing safe by the fort front gate as the Siege Giants will be cleared out through the bottom lane. My apologies. My apologies. I was looking at the bottom. I didn't even see the rotation from June, and I didn't even see him getting caught right there. First blood quickly in favor for the side of performance-enhancing Zugs, though this is going to be level 4 first for the Anti-Clan Association, but it's not by much as we have this rotation atop. Gems to be picked up by IB, and at level 4 achieved by both sides. Chromie going to go into the Time Troubles. That's 15 armor reduction, so spell and physical, and to enemies, and 30 armor buff to allies who are trapped within the time trap. Let's see, Unstable Poison, Lurker Strain, Reverberation, we got the Potion of Shielding. We're going to be seeing Jailers from the Zool, Death Dealer Vala. Alright. Forget the name of this one, Hogger's Joggers. There you go, yeah, Hogger's Joggers. That's an easy one to remember. A little extra healing for the Hogger. Bone Prison onto the Muradin as he gets the Dwarf Toss over the wall. Do keep in mind he has the block stacks as well. Filth is the target for Brandon, but he's not going to be able to find any sort of major CC onto the Vala, who is getting chunked quite a bit by the Chromie Deep Breathing. CPX doing great on that hero. As I'd mentioned in the draft, he does play it quite a bit, and he does play it quite well. Porky going to tap the bush and just get near the fort front gate and play this safe and clear from an easy area. Spectral Scythe pokes onto BBJ. Both teams are close to a turn-in. 5 more gems need to be picked up. Herodric Cube. I think that actually had the extra slow on it as well. But Brandon in front. Oh, wait, CPX. Oh, CPX was looking for Got Filth, but can't step up and find any extra damage. You do have that proper greeting as well, damaging a stunned, rooted, or slowed enemy hero. Grants 20% additional damage for 3 seconds. Root onto Brandon, gets the Dwarf Toss next to Ivy, who gets the Haunting Wave out. Porky in this mid lane still soaking up some of those gems, or soaking up the experience and the gems. We got available turn-in for both of these teams. As we take a look at who's got what when it comes to gems, you can see who needs to really turn in. And of course, for the side of performance-enhancing Zugs, it is everybody. Everybody's got to turn in. 0 out of 50 so far. On the opposing side, 27 gems are necessary to spawn the Web Weavers. But we might see a little bit of a delay on this because both teams might be looking for a little extra gems, so they could look for a potential, you know, Web Weaver phase and then like the back-to-back turn-in, so you get the wave pushed in and then you get the secondary Web Weaver to get more value. That is something I've seen teams do, but we've also seen exactly this, just going for the immediate first turn-in and just starting to push out these waves. BBJ and IB Tings will grab this camp on the left-hand side. Lucio pushing off into mid, Brandon getting pushed back by the staggering blow of the Hogger, as the red Web Weavers do descend. 14 gems for Brandon. He's got the healing over time. Looks like he did tap well. I can actually check really quickly and see what the cooldown is. Yes, he did just tap well, as it's 110 seconds on the cooldown for that one. Mason Blaze up in this top lane. Ivy Ting's looking to push back the Zool. As we look into mid lane, the fort front gate has already fallen. The Web Weaver down to around 10% HP, and that gets cleared out as the fort front gate does go down. Hogger and Dahaka clearing things out, or at least going back and forth through the bottom lane. Porky with 32 gems doesn't feel like he's going to be rotated on, as there's going to be quite a few of the Anti-Clan Association members going into top lane. The Web Weaver still getting some value. It looks like we've got 2 fort gates to go down. Zool to clear out this camp, and we actually have all 3 gates to fall down on the side of performance-enhancing Zugs, who've got 78 in their pockets when it comes to gems, 25 out of the 55 for the members of Anti-Clan Association. As we cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as the 10 talent tier will be popping up at the top of the screen. Does the Web Weaver strain come from timestamp, or how many have been spawned? It's the it's in-game scaling per minute. Much like the Punishers or the not the Archangels, the Punishers and, why am I blanking on this? The Immortals, those all scale by the minute. So like if you were to finish out your, you know, if you're on Infernal Shrines, you finish out the Punisher at 18 minutes and 55 seconds, it'll be technically weaker than a 19-minute Punisher, from my understanding. I believe it scales, I believe most things scale per minute in the game. I don't know of any like boss or objective mechanics that scale harder as you get more of them. Like even like Hanamura Temple, I think that scales by the minute of the game, regardless of it being a trash objective phase. Well, Sky is by time, Dragonite as well. Yeah, I think most things, like I think even like Warhead Junction or Sky Temple or Blackheart's Bay, like all of these things like with like nukes or cannons or Sky Temple shots, I think all of those scale by the minute as well, if I'm not mistaken. Would it make sense to delay the phase if you get gems and control the battlefield? Sound barrier? What are you asking about sound barrier? Sound barrier is a talent. We're talking about objective phases. Sound barrier scales by level. Sound like what? There's the time stop onto 2. We also have the mind control not connecting. Mason Blaze gets hit with a Stormbolt. That's a lot of damage. Avatar from the Murd, and they're chasing in. That's a stay well and listen, and does get the kill. But meanwhile, just below all of that, Lucio finds the kill onto the Dahaka, so it's a 1-for-1. Oh, that's a good Stormbolt once again onto Vince. Skullcracker value coming in. That 0.25 second stun. A lot of damage onto Vince. Is there another Stormbolt? Yes, the Avatar Murden is just chasing in. Vince is the target, but Gotfilth might be the new one. Sanctification will be forced to keep Gotfilth and Vince alive. I think that was literally the last chunk of mana Vince had available for that Sanctification. Oh, you were wondering if June's ult is a misclick. I don't think so. Sound Barrier and High Five all have their value. I think Sound Barrier is good in some situations where there's like an all-in, and the composition of performance-enhancing Zugs, Mind Control, Stay a While, like they've got an all-in big burst, so Sound Barrier here, so like the reason I say like I like Sound Barrier here over the High Five is because let's say Stormbolt connects, and then you High Five, then you have Skullcracker. You've got Drag, you've got Stay a While and Listen, you've got Slows from Deckard, you've got Roots from Deckard, you've got Slows from Chromie, you've got Drags from Dahaka. Like, you've got so many things that I think High Five wouldn't get as much value. But I think Sound Barrier, to save someone that could be dragged and potentially bursted, I think that is the better pickup here in this situation. We had a little bit of a pause there. Oh! You ain't gonna pop Sound Barrier there. 1, because it's on cooldown, but 2, that burst. I think Sound Barrier is the better call here. It's like, I think Lucio, like, there's a lot of heroics, there's a lot of heroes in the game that have good, like, they have really, really good both heroics. Like, I think Sylvanas is a good example of this as well. Mind Control and Wailing Arrow are both really good, but it's the situation and how you want to use it. And that's why I think Sound Barrier is the stronger call here. I think there's too many layers of CC. There's too many layers to this onion of CC that Performance Enhancing Zugs has put together, so why not go for an AoE to try and sustain the fight? Now, of course, I brought up all of that, and Hogger got one shot immediately, but as I also said, Lucio was nowhere near him, and also Sound Barrier was on cooldown, so we'll see how it all works out. I could be completely wrong, but that's at least what I can understand from looking at the draft, the play, and what's been put up here on Tomb of Spider Queen map number 1. That's at least my 2 cents. I mean, you know, you could disagree with me and you could say I'm wrong. That's fine. But that's at least just, you know, that's the way I look at it as a caster. 13 apiece, 3-1 in our levels. Both team, actually, excuse me, it's turn availability to the side of Anti-Clan Association, which will be delayed out. They need, what, the caster math amount of gems. Murden comes in with the Stormbolt. Chromie, good damage. Silence, isolation onto the Hogger. Vala gets the vault away. Porky steps in. I guess he kind of tunnels in a little bit right there. Has the Lurker Strain level 4. 8 stacks on the Tissue Regeneration. And we've only had 1 Web Weaver from each team so far. Sound Barrier is for sure wrong here. Well, there you go. Cattle said it's wrong, so it's wrong. That's it. End of the conversation, everybody. We need someone to like screenshot what Cattle said, and then like tag June on Twitter so we can get like a Twitter fight going between the two of them. Sound Barrier was not used because it was put on a 10-second cooldown. A double kill will be had by the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs. They're 2 gems away from a turn-in, though going for boss might give the available turn-in to the enemy, as they have 63 in their pockets, and looks like Brandon will try and delay out over here. But we still have Mason Blaze. That's only 16 to be turned in. I think Vince is the vast majority of the turn-in here for his allies. 33, 28, that seems about right. Okay, well, they don't go for... I thought they were going to be able to sneak it, but it's not going to be the case, and this is Boss plus Webweaver. So boss will be worked on by Vala, dropping it down to about 50%. The last few gems will be turned in by Porky as the invade onto the camp will be had. Tyrael with the Holy Ground blocks the enemy from stepping in, so the camp won't be stolen away by Ivy Things and Friends. There's a Haunting Wave out from Sylvanas that does not get re-triggered or reactivated or teleported to. Boss in top lane, what's it at? A third? It's about a third or so HP, but it does take down the fort, and that also means, actually the Webweaver will descend where this minion wave is here. Bottom lane, Porky pushing up the wave. That'll be Webweaver onto Fort, Webweaver onto Keep Front Gate, and Webweaver about Fort range in top lane. But I think mid lane is the priority right now from performance-enhancing Zugs. At least that's what it feels like, as they've got the slowing sands to block the gate. The Webweaver is starting to approach here. Dahaka playing to the far side of the fort, forcing back the Hogger. Zul already clearing out the top lane Webweaver, so no damage down to the keep will be had. But Brandon and friends, they're stepping up. Look at Brandon. He is forward. He wants to start taking down, start dealing significant damage to this keep. That is going to be Black Arrows. Brandon very low, pops the Avatar. There's a slowing sands. That's going to be Vala going down. Sound Barrier just a touch too late. Mid lane keep will fall. Now, Vala dead for 30-some seconds. I think that's her third death, so she's down to, like, what, 10% on her bonus attack speed? That's 2 deaths, so she's at 15%. Mid lane keep does go down, and what's the play here? They don't have enough for another turn-in, from my understanding. Oh, let's see. 2 minutes 50 or so seconds. Bruiser camp for the left side. Turn in. Oh god, they've got 70 gems. They've got 70 gems in their pockets. They're just itching to turn it in. I think Tyrael's the only one who needs to turn in, if my math is correct on that one. If they had the Null Gate, they could make the Deathly Hollow symbol of slows and roots. They would also probably lose the game by drafting a Probius. A real pro would be a tier 3 sub to this awesome channel. That is true. That is very true, ISO. Mind Control connects on to Mason Blaze, who gets a little bit of shielding from his level 1. Lucio taking a bit of a nap from the Stay a While and Listen. Does he even get the high five in time? Or, excuse me, the sound barrier in time. Chromie does go down. There's the sound barrier. It feels a little bit late, but it's, well, I mean, if you win the team fight, then you can't really call it a late sound barrier. But this might be Decker Kane. He gets 1 stall onto Vince, I think. I think Mason Blaze might have got a few gems turned in. Brandon comes in with a Dwarf Toss as all right, he went for range at level 16. He went for the Dwarf Launch. I guess you do have the cooldown reduction. Usually we see, if you go for Dwarf Launch, I often see it paired into the Heavy Impact from level 4 for the synergy, since you have the cooldown reduction from level 16 and the 80% slow at level 7. But honestly, Reverberations like Skullcracker, the mini stuns, the 0.25 stuns, this is very, 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 very hard to pass up. Skullcracker is insanely hard to pass up. Like, Heavy Impact is fun, but, yeah, Skullcracker is hard to pass up in a lot of these moments. Ivy's gonna Hearth back for full mana. Decker Kane did go into the Heraldric Staff, so he's got the stun. For anyone wondering, if you're watching BBJ, keep an eye on his staff. If his staff is glowing, I think, like, right now, I think he's actually got the stun available because his staff is glowing. If you see a little golden mark around the reticles of, like, CPX or Ivy Tings, that means that the level 13 Ancient Blessings was activated. So keep you just kind of little visual indicators if you haven't noticed before. Did anyone free Harrison Jones? No, a bunch of cowards. Bunch of cowards. Not freeing Harrison Jones as the bottom lane fort does go down. A pretty equal map between these two teams. Well, actually, not pretty equal. We have more structures down. But when it comes to the actual late game, it's seemingly a lot closer than the early game kind of alluded to. And the level 20 high five used to be even more. Oh, dude, the level 20 mixing fire was like dumb stupid. It was just dumb stupid. It was so strong. Do they know? No, because they're focusing on turn-in. Okay. Alright, so boss will be grabbed before any rotation can be had. Got Filth did Hearth back as well. We got Kelsier pushing up the bottom lane. Let's see. Top lane gets pushed back by the boss and the wave. Call of the Dark Lady level 20 for the Sylvanas. Rewind Murding, Piercing Sands for the Chromie. We've got the Respect the Elderly for the Deckard, and then Porky did go for the Contagion. Now, what's the... It's the 3 seconds, okay. Because it's now silence and blinds enemies for 3 seconds upon waking up from sleep. Top lane cleared out. This Webweaver phase feels pretty defensive from the side of Anti-Clan Association in the sense that it buys them a window to get to level 20 and fight on an even talent tier. Vala, Farflight, Quiver. Bossa Nova, I think that's Anger Management. We've got the Holy Arena. Zul's holding... is it Mortal Wound, or is it the upgrade on Poison? Oh, it's the upgrade. Adriel's Visage, I think is how you say that. Mind Control from Sylvanas connects onto the Hogger. That's a big stay a while and listen onto 3. Sanctification will go out as well. We do have that silence from the Respect the Elderly at the end, but oh my god, did that seem like a terrifying moment. That Mind Control. Vince, there's the sound barrier. Got cooldown reduction on that from level 20. Got cooldown reduction on this as well, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's just upgrades on it. Sorry, I thought there was a cooldown onto Poison Nova. But it's just going to be... It heals for 50% of the damage dealt, and its duration is increased by 50%. But here, the Mind Control from Sylvanas constantly coming out, and that's another kill. Vala goes down. Muradin? Is he going to... Did he pop Rewind? He's got to... If he gets this auto here, he's got to stun as well. And Vince will fall as well. This might be the beginning of the end. It's a double kill. Does Tyrael get any cooldown reduction on his... No, he doesn't actually. He doesn't get any cooldown reduction on his death timer from his trait as the top lane. Oh, great drag with the elongated tongue. Hogger's in a bit of a bad spot. That's a sound barrier from Lucio to buy a window, but it's not a big enough window. Mind Control once again from Ivy Tings, and this is looking like a dominant. They don't even go for the keep anymore. Brandon's calling for core. The rest of the team follows in, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be map number 1 in our grand finals best of 5, going over the side of performance enhancing Zugs. Though I'm saying that, and a lot of... No, I'm just kidding. This is going to be the map. Ivy Tings is still on core. Stormbolt from Muradin. Mind Control from IB. Haunting Wave to get onto the far side, and that is going to be map 1 in favor for performance enhancing Zugs. GG, well played. They're on the road to the LAN. Oh, Hebby in my chat? Oh my god, Hebby who? You're not sure about this one? I think Anti-Clan Association had that. I think they had it. Hebby, why is your name Punished Hebby in game? Choose outcome, Pez. Pez did win. Hebby, just don't... You can't respond with a smile. That doesn't explain anything. Come on, Hebby. I need to know these things. I need to know these secrets. Ah, you were sad after the LAN got canceled. Me too. Me too. I'm still sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do for money anymore. Oh, God. Yeah, that's terrifying. All right. That was map number 1. That was map number 1 over to the side of performance-enhancing Zugs. They're on their way to the LAN. They're on their way to the potential LAN here. Hey, Bandit. What's up, puppy? You having a good nap? Yeah? Getting some good sleep? I went to walk down to the beach with him on Monday on my day off. Or no, Wednesday. Wednesday, after I did the subathon. I walked down. I wanted to walk down to the beach with him, and I get to the trailhead for the beach, and they literally closed it for the month of September, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. Apparently, they're doing like a bunch of construction stuff, and they're using like, I don't know. There's like a whole preservation project over there, and I was just like, all right, well, I guess I can't walk to the beach till October, so. Potential. Baja's PSD. Oh, of course I do. All right, where's June? Let me DM. Oh, June didn't add me on BattleNet because he doesn't like me. I think I keep adding him every single time I cast him, and he never adds me. Hold on. Chat wants to know, June, if the sound barrier was a misclick. I put an apostrophe S for once. God, what an idiot! I need to know. I need to know. Chat, I'm asking for you. I'm asking for you. If sound barrier was a misclick. I probably won't get a response. Question marks? How BM can you get? That's not BM. That's not BM to ask that question. That's not BM. Maybe his friends list is full. No, he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me because at BlizzCon one year, it was June, Fan, Leon Black, and I sitting at a table. I think Cattle might have been there as well. And Leon Black just suplexed June through a glass table. So I think maybe that might have a... No, it's the first time I've ever asked him a question like this. I'm pretty sure they're not even paying attention, so it's whatever. Either way, like, here's the thing. I didn't send it directly to him, I just put it in draft chat. Here's the thing. If I were to do a post-series interview with June, I would still ask him the same question. Is it BM if I ask him in a post-series question? I don't think so. Now I have to send him another message with just once. Yeah, sure. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Heroes International NA Last Chance Qualifier. We have Performance Enhancing Zugs up against the Anti-Clan Association, and we are going to Towers of Doom for our next map. I remember that. Dustin Browder saw it, went, oh yeah, really loud, and June was never the same since. Yeah, exactly, Crush. Thank you, yes. Yeah, Dustin Browder. Dustin Browder was at the last BlizzCon, yeah. Did you say not flaming butt? I feel like that feels more flamey than not, but either way. I'm pretty sure they're not even paying attention to the in-game Jeff chat. No, literally no one responded to me. It's fine to ask after if they win, if they picked a certain talent. No. I think the big thing to ask is, will Diamond Hands get to the grand finals and then just go ahead and just like be like, oh, it's too late, we don't want to play. We have an Uther and a Dahaka ban. We have an Uther and Dahaka ban coming out from both of these two teams, as this will be Performance Enhancing Zugs. What will they ban out here? Coming out... Could see another Joanna ban. Okay, it's going to be Junkrat ban. Over on the right-hand side, though, they ban out Porky's Dahaka. That's fair. What else are they going to get rid of? I don't think they target BBJ. Well, they could get rid of Brightwing. It could be a ban onto Brightwing, Lucio. Or it could be a tank ban again. It's too late. We got Pineapple Pizza waiting for us. Bye. Oh, this is my jam. Okay. Enjoy your pizza, I guess. Lucio first pick for Performance Enhancing Zugs. They will be able to grab really strong healer in that, right? What will Anti-Clown do here? Joanna's available if they want to go in that direction. Sylvanas if they want to take that away from Ibitings. Blaze is available as well. The crusade calls. And there's, okay. So it's going to be Joanna and Sylvanas. They just deny the Sylvanas to Ibitings. But still, like, Ibi has played an insane Lunar in the past. Has played a really good Hanzo. So I think this will be... I don't think Ibitings is really, like, too distraught about that one. The Sylvanas is really good for the push potential and the amplified damage into structures. Blaze... Alright, Blaze Diablo. It's aggressive. the delay strikes again. I mean, the delay's everywhere. That was your Diamond Hands intimidation. No. I can't say the word. Oh, wow. They're really targeting IB-Tings here. All right. There's still a Hanzo available, unless they're going to take the Hanzo for themselves. Imitation. There we go. Dear Lord, I couldn't say the word. Who doesn't love having a delay on stream? All right, Leoric, Leoric ban, eh? I guess Spectral Leech up against Blaze is kind of annoying, as well as just the soak potential. The counter soak potential. So, yeah. All right, what do we have for Soul Lane? Urel's available. Sonya's... Holy shit. Wickshire, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. If you got a gifted sub, welcome to the stream. What are Zugs? I'm pretty sure it's a reference to drugs. Pretty sure it's just a 1-letter change from drugs. Anduin, Urel. Okay, so they got the Yoink to pull anyone out from a potential big dive. At least that's what they're going to try and do. Still need... I still think you could just go... I think you go Hanzo here. Actually, you could go Shimada Bros. You can go, like, Hanzo Genji. Like, Hanzo Genji wouldn't be bad at all. I like that a lot, actually. Really good dive potential for the Genji with the Diablo Blaze. Thrall! Okay, I like this. Thrall for... Okay, this is actually kind of good. This is a pretty... I like this draft quite a bit for Anti-Clan Association. I think we go 1-1. I think we go 1-1. All right, which team will win Towers of Doom? Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. It's a reference to Zugrug. Legacy. I can't... No way. No. I think it's performance-enhancing drugs, right? Bahamut reading the script again. No, it's just, like... It's something I learned from when I was watching back in HGC days. My favorite caster, my favorite person to break down drafts was Dreadnought. Dreadnought was never trying to predict what teams were doing. He was trying to talk about the future of the draft, not in the sense of like, oh yes, I predict that it should be these 2 heroes. He would always talk about it and analyze it in the sense of like, what does this composition need and what would actually benefit this composition? And that's how I try and look at the game as well, because it's just, I think that's a very fun way to look at it. And yes, sometimes you get things right, but anyways. On the left-hand side, you have performance-enhancing Zugs. You've got Brandon on the Diablo, BBJ on the Lucio, IB-Tings on the Hanzo. We've got a Blaze to be played by Porky, and CPX on the Genji. Over on the right-hand side, you have Anti-Clan Association, June on the Anduin, Kelsier. Oh, June does the sword thing at the start. Got Filth on the Thrall, Mason Blaze on the Urel, Vince to be playing the Joanna, and Kelsier on the Sylvanas.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's called a play on words. A what? I've never heard of that legacy. I think you're just making stuff up in chat, to be honest. Simple geometry for the Hanzo at level 1. BBJ checking the bush. Fire Stomp out from Diablo to start things out. He's got an angle onto Vince. There's going to be the Urel Avenging Wrath in, and a lot of damage onto Porky, who does pop the Pyromania to back away. Brandon, dropping a little bit low, does have his Soul Shield proccing, and we have the Urel Blaze to go into top lane. The rotation into bottom from the other teams. Exclamation HI if you'd like to check out the Heroes International GoFundMe. Exclamation bracket if you'd like to check out the bracket. Through the bracket website, you can see the... I think actually through both of those websites, you can get to the main website of Heroes International. Okay. Rolling Thunder for the Thrall at level 1. Gonna give him some extra sustainability up against these high health pool enemy heroes for that 3%. I think we're gonna see the quote-unquote like standard Thrall build, which will be like Frostwolf at 4, and then we'll see the Ancestral Wrath or Blood for Blood at level 7. Sundering at 10 with a level 20 like Blink would be awesome. We did see that as well in the past, but we also could see Earthquake with the Echo of the Elements. Or no. Oh god, I'm blanking on the level 20, but we could see the upgrade at level 20 for the Thrall as well to give the storm, to give some shielding to allies who are inside the Earthquake. But That's going to be a camp invade from Anti-Clan Association. I very much like that they stole this away. It will not get any lane value, but keep in mind, early game experience always does matter. That's 180 extra experience from stealing that camp away, so an extra 90 on top of it. Thank you, Ninja. Earthquake 20 would be nuts. What is the name of that? It's not Elemental Conduit. That's something else, I'm pretty sure. Earth and Shields. There we go. Earth and Shields. I got it before anyone in chat said it. Yes. Porky gonna rotate up here, but Godfilth is over on the right-hand side. Mason Blaze is already on the camp, and it seems like Porky will say, all right, I'm just here to clear the wave, and that's gonna be it right there. Condemned from the Joanna. Vin's taking... oh, he's actually... Sorry. I thought he was gonna step up further into Hanzo, but not the case. Genji jumps up here. Mason Blaze taking a lot of damage, gets the Avenging Wrath over the wall, but that is a sustained chase. BBJ with the push. That's a lot of damage onto Mason Blaze, but Porky getting chunked by Godfilth. CPX trying to push back Godfilth with just the presence of Genji, and Porky does not go down. Triple altar phase. Hanzo still in the bottom of the map, has the explosive arrow, and he's got a second or two. He's actually not going to go for the channel because the shield glare from Joanna is already showing the rotation from the enemy. Some scatters do go out. He might have gotten a stack from that one. Shield Glare does check the bush. Hanzo arrow doesn't connect Diablo. Will he be able to rotate down here in time? He gets the oh my god, the Shadow Charge onto June and the Fire Stomp to interrupt. So we will see a contest between the two teams through this bottom altar face area. Thrall with a little bit of the lightning, chain lightning poke. Ooh, Anduin's going full Divine Star build. Moral Compass at level 4. No piercing light. BBJ going for the channel. C's Godfilth, gets the push into him. Shadow Charge, overpower, Godfilth, just gets hit with a Fire Stomp or two. 66 souls for the Diablo as the scatter does come through as well. Brandon looking for an angle onto Kelsey or someone. There's going to be a Fire Stomp out. Okay, I thought, oh, there's a little bit of a mistime on that Shadow Charge. Leap of Faith from June comes through. 70-second cooldown into that one. Vince, Kelsey, or Godfilth all hearthing out. June gonna get a little extra healing onto them, so the hearthing phase goes a little bit quicker. But there's gonna be 4 more shots into the Gravekeeper. Apparently, someone was telling this to me, if you use Divine Star or something at the start of the game before the gate opens, Anduin always holds his sword up. So I guess it's like a little feature you can have in the game. Porky throwing some oil over the wall. Mason Blaze with the Avenging Wrath channeled. No invade onto the camp. Sapper's in the bottom already grabbed. 4 minutes and 44 seconds, and we have Ibetings finishing out his simple geometry. Shuriken's up from Genji. Chastise will go onto the Diablo Fire Stomps, building out Brandon's HP as the sound wave does push Godfilth around, but he's fine. Boss is up and available 5 minutes into the game. You did have the global laugh. There's a nice black arrow from Kelsier to lock down the wave, and that is going to be deflection from CPX. Diablo souls are ready to go. Time to int very hard. 10 talent here at the top of our screen fairly soon. So we go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Ivyting's just soaking up with the explosive arrow. We do have the Diablo just above, anchoring for the Al. Actually, even BBJ just above as well in the Lucio. Okay. Urel's fine up in the top lane. I think there's just a rotation to the top to make sure that no one invades onto Porky. Double altar phase in the center and the bottom of the map. So let's see what... Ooh, wait, hold on. Okay, I thought we might have some sort of fight in the mid lane as CPX jumps out. I think he threw a shuriken into the bush to check as he was getting the auto onto Sylvanas. It's kind of interesting. Alrighty, what do we have for 10s between the two teams? Minion experience, there's a chunk, like 1,000 experience in favor for the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs. I thought there was an overpower, but the Unstoppable. Did Joanna go? I think Joanna went Hold Your Ground at level 4 to get the extra duration, because that did seem like it lasted a little bit longer. Vince getting pushed around here. He doesn't have Iron Skin, I think, for a second or two more. That's 10 talent here, and that's going to be Joanna go down. First blood in favor. June getting very low. June goes down as well. Double kill to the members of Performance Enhancing Zugs as both of the altars were channeled. 36 to 24 in core HP. How was the first game? You mean like the first best of 5 or the first game in this series? The first best of 5 of the day was pretty fun. This best of 5 is pretty back and forth. We're in map number 2. Blaze in mid lane, soaking up. I think Porky's fine. Wailing Arrow, Blessed Shield, Sundering. So no Earthquake for Thrall, so no Earth and Shield level 20. We could see if we get to level 20, the Blink backline sort of... Oh, wait, hold on. Look at Godfilth. Godfilth is looking for a Sundering angle. But Sylvanas isn't here, and I guess they don't have enough damage, so... Sundering will be held. It's a 70-second cooldown, so... Though Yrel and Sylvanas are here, we could see that Sundering now be utilized. Invade onto the camp, scatters out from the Hanzo. A little poke into the bush with the Stormbow as well. Another invade into the camp. Really good invades onto this camp coming out from Anti-Clan Association. CPX looking to jump in here. Porky, that's an arrow that won't connect onto the enemy. Light Bomb from June onto June. High fives from BBJ coming out. There's going to be Porky getting a little bit low, but Brandon's even lower on that Diablo. Bunker down from Blaze. Leap in from the Anduin. Look at CPX on the left-hand side. Thrall almost getting that kill. Kelsier getting low, but so is Porky as well. Good healing coming out from June. Condemned from the Joanna. That's a very low Porky on the right side. Diablo pops the Lightning Breath. Is this enough to actually turn this fight around? June goes down, Vince very low. That's a triple kill in favor. Make it a quadra kill as Godfilth. There's no way getting out of this one. Single altar phase in the bottom of the map. My expectation is it's going to be a quick clear onto this bell tower. Sappers to be grabbed and channel. This is looking like a really good moment for the side of performance enhancing Zugs here in map number 2 in this best of 5 series. The first series of the day was a pretty fun best of 5. I don't want to spoil anything in case people don't want to know the results. If you want to know the results, you can use exclamation bracket in chat. That'll get you over to the bracket. You can see how that series went, but I'm trying to keep it general for anyone that does not want the spoiler in chat if they're trying to catch the VOD later or something, so. Hey, Two-Piece, what's up, bud? Yeah, go core, go core. Just go core. Well, 36-19 in core HP, 6-0 in the kills. Look at the level 13 for BBJ here. He's going real aggressive. There's not that many Lucio players I see take heavy casters at 13, and I am here for it. Now, there's a dive onto Blaze in the top lane. Bunker. Blaze has got no HP. There's no way you live here, Porky, and he will go down. But the Sappers will get their charge in. We do have Genji pushing out the bottom lane. Mid lane pushed up, so Porky might have sacrificed himself in that moment. Now, is this a boss call just to get damage onto the enemy core? No, they're going to have to rotate into mid to stop this siege from happening. Hey, Cascon, what's up, bud? Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for being here. Light Bomb from the Anduin, Lightning Breath from Diablo, kind of a self-cleanse. Arrow just going to come by and say hi to the enemy, as we do have Sylvanas getting the top lane bell tower converted. Kelsier just trying to get some structural change. Excuse me. Yrel trying to push back the bottom lane. 10 minutes into the game, we're 36-19 in core HP. Sylvanas, as I had mentioned, converted this bell tower. Single altar in the center of the map. We could actually... No, we should see a contestation over this. Like, oh, wait, maybe we see a trade. I don't think they get boss and make this rotation quick enough. Though, actually, boss is falling quite quickly here. Blaze kind of anchoring in the rotation. I think we... No, they'll make the rotation. I didn't think it was going to be as fast as they did it, but, you know, of course, I'm undervaluing the Sylvanas and the, specifically the Anduin. Shield Glare from the Joanna. There will be a little bit of a scatter. Sapper Camp for bottom lane. Diablo fire stomping out, getting some vision, getting some dismounts. Haunting Wave in, gets one stall into BBJ. Hey, DK. Scatters out as well. All right, so we do see the trade. It is going to be 4-4 in shots, but look at the bottom lane. You got 3 sappers, potentially 6 sappers to potentially come in, unless this camp will be stopped or invaded by the side of Anti-Clan Association. They've got to do something here. They're about to fall behind in the talent tiers for about a half a level, which might be the opportunity for the members of for performance enhancing Zugs to really push up here. 16. Got the up the frequency for the Lucio. Also keep in mind the level 16 Giant Slayer. That's huge. Blaze with the Juggernaut plating. Look at Yrel at the top of our screen. Avenging Wrath to go clear out the mid lane. Blaze to go clear top. Sundering from the Thrall onto the Lucio. Root will be there. Light Bomb from the Anduin doesn't connect because there is a bit of a stall from the Hanzo ripping a giant arrow. Diablo literally had a player mid-air with the overpower, and the Lucio, or the Anduin comes through. June almost goes down to the scatter and the lightning breath, but that is still going to be Joanna falling, and we have Blaze to clear out the top lane on his own. Let's see, boss up in 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
Alrighty. Sappers for top. Triple altar phase coming up. If all three of these altars are somehow, some way channeled by the side of performance enhancing Zugs, they will take map number 2. You can even see June and friends. I think they're positioning to the far side. Oh, they want to recap this. Will Blaze clear this out before it actually gets the No, it's going to be the Sappers will go in immediately. Alrighty, Sylvanas on the right-hand side. I don't think Diablo comes in for any sort of interrupt, so we will see a trade. 5 for 3. But we still have this other objective up on the left-hand side.
The Raven Lord will fall before me.
And they're going to give this. Okay. I was wondering if they would try and contest on the side of Anticlan Association, but they give it away. 5 more shots into the enemy core. 29-5 in core HP. Towers of Doom. It still is anyone's game. And you may say there and say, Bahamut, your copium is through the roof, and of course, yes it is. But Towers of Doom, I've seen many a Towers of Doom games like this. 29-5, and then in like 6-7 minutes from now, all of a sudden it's 5-4 or whatever. Boss once again up in minute 50-some seconds. Sapper Camp on the left is going to be worked on by Genji. Sapper Camp on the right just about to respawn. Next objective phase will be left and right. The members of Anticlan Association cannot afford to allow this trade to happen. At least with the current structural standings, you're all trying to push up the top lane. Joanna in the bottom area. Though if one Sapper goes over, this bell tower conversion does not really matter. Oh, there's actually 6 Sappers. This could be game ending through bottom. Could be. Just depends on how all of this goes right here. We just lost a game like this with 1 HP left on core. Towers of Throw. Big arrow from Hanzo. Condemn from Joanna. That's a lightning breath from Diablo as well. He actually cancels it early. Wailing arrow from Sylvanas. Sundering from the Thrall. Pushes Brandon into a bad spot as the high five comes out. Blessed shield from the Joanna. Diablo should fall. He will have his souls reset. Sappers. There's one left that did not go over the wall, and it looks like that one will be cleared out. So no Sappers over the wall, but still, Diablo, look where his positioning is. You even see the danger ping coming out. Thrall dead. Diablo back in the mix. Blaze to Hearth out. He shall be able to join on the left-hand side. 4v5. They got it. They got to do this. Condemn. Caster maintains interest in game despite map state. Audience confused. Huh? What? What, am I just supposed to stop talking about the game? Just be like, oh, it's over. GG's. No, it's whatever. I don't think anyone enjoys that casting. Mason Blaze low, Lucio with the channel, and that's it right there. That will be map number 2 over to the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs. They are 1 map away from punching their ticket to the Miami LAN October 14th through the 16th. GG. Well played. Honestly, Performance Enhancing Zugs, however you look at it, they are performing this weekend. This team is performing and firing on all cylinders. Caster also confused? What am I not? CCL chat did that consistently, wondering why the casters didn't GG at 5 minutes. If that is a serious statement, because that's not entertainment. That's not entertaining in my opinion. I think it's more entertaining to just, you know, cast the game and all that good stuff. Oops, I raised my volume. Really strong showing from CPX and his friends. Wow, Hebby. Wow. CPX and his friends? Damn. I would say that this is a very strong showing from Brandon and his friends. Honestly, no, I gotta say, like, Performance Enhancing Zugs, like, they have just been popping off, man. They have been looking really, 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 really good. All right, we have, let's update our information. I need to run to the bathroom, but I want to make sure I get into the lobby before I do so. So we're going to sit here for a hot second. And then we'll get into our next lobby in a minute or so here. I'm going to get rid of some pre-roll as well. Friend zoned. Ouch. He has friends? Youch! Oh, the rudeness from you, Chad. The rudeness. Damn. No, it's not even rude. It's just sass. It's a sass from my chat. I love it. I love it. All right, we're just waiting for our lobby. We have the lobby ready to go. I'm just going to make sure I'm inside the lobby. All right, cool. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom really, really quickly, and we will get into our next map in just a second. This could be a 3-0. It could be a really quick 3-0. We're going to find out here in just a second. BRB really, really fast. We are pretty much ready to go. Okay. I was about to invite the other person, but okay, they already got in. All right, we're going to Infernal Shrines. It could be the final map of the day. As I say, I don't like calling series at all, but Performance Enhancing Zugs, they are looking good today. They are looking healthy, they are looking strong, and they are looking like they are going to be able to take this. But either way, let's go ahead and find out. Let's get into the draft. Let's see. Is this the time to bring out the Cho'Gall? Absolutely it is, because that's the best hero you can possibly utilize at this time. So, Days Discord. Welcome back, everybody, into the Heroes International Grand Finals. For the Last Chance Qualifier, we are going to Infernal Shrines. As I said, this could be a 3-0. We could see Performance Enhancing Zugs take this series, and Anti-Clan Association knocked out. Here's hoping ACA pulls out Mephisto for the win. ACA has been banning out Mephisto consistently because they've been going into double support compositions, so I don't know. I really don't know. Hogger ban as well. Okay, so no Dahaka ban yet. Will we? This is a great map for Dahaka. Porky has got a very good Dahaka, as I've already sung the praises, but it's going to be target bans onto BBJ. Okay. Getting rid of the Brightwing. So is this a first pick Dahaka? I feel like it would be. Get Porky on Dahaka immediately. Dark Swarm is good. Brushstock is good. Like, the drags have been on point. Elongated tongue value. It's so weird that we're getting so much elongated tongue lately, because I just feel like that talent wasn't as popular before these series. But Brandon gets an immediate Diablo. Okay, they want the Diablo, as the tank players feeling comfortable on that. What will we see, though, for the side of Anti-Clan Association? Brightwing, Lucio already banned away. Do we see an early Joanna, just to make sure they grab that? Maybe like a Joanna Blaze, a Joanna Dahaka, maybe? I think those are definitely options, but it's going to be Leor Junkrat. The Junkrat, yes. The Leoric, you know what? Leoric has really good Shrine Clear with Neil Peasants. His Wave Clear is really good for double soak potential. Entomb is really good as well, so yeah, let's see what happens here. Oh, Zan, what a combo of emotes. Dahaka, there's the Diablo. Do we get a like a Stukov here, like a Deckard here? What are we gonna see? Is it okay? Anduin for BBJ. All right. Leap of Faith value. I actually really like this because now you have Leap of Faith for the Entomb, or even Leap of Faith onto like the Steel Traps. Glyph of Faith at 16, as always, is gonna be a big pickup. They need Shrine Clear and damage. Do they ban out CPX Chromie here? CPX Chromie wouldn't be a bad ban. I think that's, if I was the drafter, that's what I'd be looking at, because I don't think you ban out Ivy Tings. Yeah, like, you're not going to ban out Ivy Tings. Like, if you ban out Lunar, he goes Hanzo. You ban out Hanzo, he goes Lunar. Like, like, Sylvanas, I think, is still up and available, so, and even then, like, Ivy Tings probably is a very, very deep reservoir of heroes, so I wouldn't be surprised if I like the Chromie ban. I like the Chromie ban. Put CPX on something else. You can still go into Tracer. You can still definitely go into Tracer here. We have seen CPX play that. We also just could see Shimada Bros again. Shimada Bros would not be bad for the side of performance-enhancing Zugs. The Genji Hanzo value is huge, so we could see that. Unless Anti-Clan Association plans to pick it up themselves, or chat, they grab the Cho'Gall right here and right now. They won't. They won't. They won't. Because all these teams are cowards. They won't play a best of... I'm just kidding. Rhaegar Joanna, okay. So they still need some like burst type damage. We'll see what that's going to be. I feel like they also need a little bit of sustained damage on top of it as well, like a Jimmy or a Vala or even a Greymane. I think could actually work out pretty good for the side of Anti-Clan Association. Last few picks, as I said, I like the Shimada Bros here. I think that'd work really, really good. Scatter value, arrow. There's so many combinations already between the Diablo. Ooh, Hanzo Vala. They take the Vala away. I like that. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool pickup. Yes, you're going Vala into Joanna, but I'm assuming it's going to be a W Vala. I think it'd be Fire at Will for the AoE poke onto the shrine area, and then you can see Rain of Vengeance and stuff like that. Last pick for the side of Anti-Clan Association. I don't know. Okay, they're going to go Genji. So they do have the dive here. I was thinking Greymane, but they do have the Genji for the dive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is map number 3. This could be the final map of the day. We have to see if Anti-Clan Association can rally in this best of 5. Otherwise, if the members of Performance Enhancing Zugs, if they win this map, they punch their ticket to the Miami LAN October 14th through the 16th. Let's go ahead and throw it over to our casting screen. Let's go ahead and start our prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, get your gambles in. This could be the final map of the day. Ah, delicious tea. All right. 6.9K, 6.999K on performance enhancing Zugs. Oh, it is rising. It is like 20K on Pez. Some ACA believers out there. I like it. Some ACA believers. We got some believers. On the left-hand side, we have performance-enhancing Zugs. We have got BBJ on the Anduin, IB Tings on the Vala, Brandon on the Diablo, Porky on the Dahaka, and we've got Anduin, Hanzo to be played by CPX. Over on the right-hand side, we're looking at Anti-Clan Association. We've got Mason Blaze on the Leoric. Got Filth will be on that. I can't see it properly. I think it's Genji. Kelsier on the Junkrat. June on the Rhaegar, and Vince to be playing the Joanna. We get into mid lane. We check out them level 1s, and we see what our first engagement looks like.
3, 2, 1.
Who is this Storm Pog X? Looks like they're pretty highly ranked for a new player. It's a bot account. He bought that account. There's the oh, great drag to kick things off. The concussion mine though splits everything. Diablo goes in with the shadow charge. No kill, but the threat very, very high there. Oh wow, we have a very close prediction for like 50,000 apiece. All right, we got 20K. Oh wow, someone put 20K on. Alrighty, Genji diving around. So first Punisher frozen in the top lane. Announcement will happen in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. No, less than that. I did the math awkwardly there. Sorry. Either way, at 3 minutes into the game, you'll have the actual contestant for it. 2 minutes 30 in game time, you'll have the announcement. Until then, it's rotations, looking for just a way to get to level 7 as quickly as possible. Level 6, 7 areas typically where we see the first objective phase. It also depends on invade of camps, early game kills, which we have none of so far, so it's just going to be camps and rotations for now, but we'll see if anyone's able to get to that coveted level 7 before the objective phase does start. 7 stacks for Vala and Hanzo, 21 of the Diablo souls gathered so far. Godfilth getting the agility out. We do have a full 5v5. Porky going to brush talk into bottom lane. Lands the drag onto Joanna. Chastise to come out as well. Actually, the Chastise was later. That was the Divine Star first from BBJ. Hey, Day, what's up? Oh, did I just accidentally call you out? I'm sorry. I've been doing that all day, apparently. Just being rude to people left and right. Frozen, top lane. Porky, not even working on the camp. I think that might have been a Shuriken stack for Genji. Not 100% sure if Porky even took damage there. But still, 10 stacks for the Vala level 1, 7 for the Hanzo, 1 stack of tissue regeneration. Genji floating between the mid-top area. We'll have 20 seconds until our announcement of the objective. Brandon just going to stay in the lane, soaking up those souls. He's just stepping on ants and sucking up souls. Hope you're doing well today, Day. Hope you have hope you actually have a day off. I know you guys worked really hard on the event yesterday, so it was a fun event to watch. Very fun event to watch. All right, June just waiting for the camp, or just holding for the camp. Well, BBJ will grab this IB Tings to get the Hearth out as well for full mana and HP. There's the camp on the right-hand side as well, grabbed by June. Level 7 on the horizon for both these teams. Objective phase has begun. I figure either I make big points or I give a bunch of points to the economy. That is true. You are supporting the Bandit Buck economy. You know, it's hard out there for all of our Bandit Buckaroos. Really quickly, just going to check that the Haka, he does have Rush Stock available. We have some pressure on Defense from Brandon. Got Filth is getting some damage onto Ivy Things, but BBJ's got some fine healing as well. Little Spectral Leech, but this is looking good so far to the side of Anticlon Association, though Mason Blaze has to back away. The Vala continuing to get auto attacks out. She's going full W build. She also does go for the Hot Pursuit at level 7. CPX on the objective phase area does have those explosive arrows to try and get some clear as the fight does break out actually lower on the, or I guess the low point of the top lane. We have a very low Got Filth who's able to just mount up and cycle out of the fight. Jumps in with the spell armor from the mounted position. I think that's the Cyber Shield. More Fire Stomps out from Diablo. Does have the Fire Stomp build, so he's also building out souls when he gets those Fire Stomps through the enemy with the Soul to Flame. Mason Blaze getting pinged. That's a lot of damage onto the Leoric, who gets the short distance Wraith Walk. The Concussion Mine almost killing Mason Blaze, but he gets the Spectral Leech onto Porky. CPX very low. Got Filth goes in. This is actually a really well contested objective phase area, but Mason Blaze should be able to finish this out. The Neil Peasants level 4 really playing a big factor. Big skeletal swing coming through. And now Punisher, Anticlon Association, Porky going down. First blood over to Anticlon Association. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Thank you, Toasty. Aw, thank you, Day. Love you too. Oh yeah, the Omega Strikers event yesterday was really, really good. We will be playing Omega Strikers on stream a couple times this week. And by the way, I got hit up by Stream Captain. They're the ones who do like Stream Raiders. They offered me a sponsored content thingy for this upcoming month, so we're gonna probably do that. Or I actually don't know when it is specifically, but yeah, I applied for it. More sponsored content coming your way. A lot of close calls there, yeah. Top lane Fort takes 1/8 of its HP. Bottom lane has the Arcane Punisher coming up next. 10 talent tier will be first for the side of Anti-Clan Association, unless a crazy shift in experience happens here. Vala at 28 stacks really quickly as we're cycling through those other numbers. The Orc pushing up the top lane. Diablo coming with the Shadow Charge, Fire Stomp through the enemy. That's Genji getting into the back line. Overpower onto him, pops the deflect and is able to back away while Vala throws out a W, building out more of the multi-shot stacks for her. As I said, we'll check those out after the 10 talent tiers and all, after we look at all the other numbers. Actually, experience deficit, minion experience deficit's about 1,000. Mercenaries is 400 or so, and then you got heroes with another 600. So about a 2,000 experience deficit between the two teams, roughly. And that will be 10 talent tier just now achieved by the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs. Anti-Clan Association looking the best they've looked so far in this series on map number 3. This is the do or die moment, ladies and gentlemen. This is a best of 5 series. If Performance Enhancing Zugs win this map, they punch their ticket to the Miami LAN October 14th through the 16th. I wonder why I'd be stuck on saying August. That's so weird. I wonder why I'd say August so often. Multi-shot out. 34 stacks for the Vala. Let's do some caster math here. We got a bit of a lull in the game. Let's do some caster math. Vala baseline does 245 damage, plus an additional 108, so she's dealing 353 damage, but then you also have to factor in another potential 154 damage. So if you got a calculator, you can do that yourself, but that is the burst ability of Vala, because you have the arsenal, the grenade. So one of the grenades can hit for an additional 154. Maybe I don't know if you can hit all 3 grenades. Maybe if you do it point blank, all 3 grenades hit, but I don't think so. Will I be attending Miami Baha? Probably not. I do not have the funds to fly out there or rent a hotel or any of that. Nor will I be, like, casting or anything down there. I'll probably, if there's a clean feed, I might cast, like, from home and just, like, hang out and do, like, a watch party here if they do a clean feed. I'm not sure. But I have no current plans to go to Miami. Ancestor Healing comes through from June. Nice. Brandon will get knocked back by the Concussion Mine. Genji comes through. X-Strike onto the enemy. A lot of good damage. Riptire from the Junkrat coming through as the arrow from Hanzo doesn't connect, but the Riptire does kill the Vala. Hanzo with the agility over the wall, trying to back away. Chastise gets the Piercing Light. Gets one. I don't think it got a stack right there, actually. And this is looking like another objective that could go over to the side of Anti-Clan Association. 462? Sure, why not? You could have honestly put like 569. I would have been like, yeah, sure, yeah, nice. And Concussion Mine over the wall. Porky taking a bit of damage here. He actually steps back into Kelsier for a second. There's the Brush Stock out from the Haka into bottom lane. Diablo, that was a really weird interaction. Condemned from Joanna. She did go into the Conviction at level 7. No sins exposed for the healing reduction, as there's an overpower onto Joanna. Rain of Vengeance out from the Vala, jump from the Punisher. This is looking very reminiscent of the first push, as it's like a quarter of the fort that falls rather than an eighth. But speaking of the fort in the first objective area, Junkrat did push up this wave, and it is dealing significant damage. Junkrat actually Concussion Mines up here with the Ripper Air from level 13. And he's able to push this wave up a little bit more and also soak up some experience. Leorc for the soak in bottom lane. I gotta say, it's looking better and better. It's looking better and better, but I'm not gonna cast or curse it, and we're gonna leave it at that. Next Punisher will be mid, Mortar Punisher, as well as some camps traded out across the map from bottom to mid. Entomb onto BBJ, Mason Blaze with some good damage. Light Bomb from the Anduin, X-Strike from the Genji. Hanzo gets an arrow, and that's BBJ to fall. Oh! Junkrat gets the kill. 4-0 in kills. This is looking good for Anti-Clan Association. Okay. Alright. Anti-Clan Association, I see you.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Okay. Little steel trap on the ground, Concussion Mine as well. We have the totem out from Rhaegar. Is he totem build? Pretty much, so he's getting... Oh, wait, hold on. Top lane, Porky. He's going to try and back out of this. Shuriken. Shogun! He's got that... Or, excuse me, Shin Gun. Daka burrows, he's got the Lurker Strain, throws the isolation, but Porky still goes down. 16 talent tier advantage to the side of Anticlan Association, who are keeping the series alive, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking so one-sided. Blessed Shield does not connect. CPX able to get over the wall. Scatters out from Hanzo. Already has the simple geometry done. I think Junkrat has a faster rotation. With Ripper Air, he absolutely does, yes. With Ripper Air, Junkrat can pretty much get from like bottom to top in, I think it's 3 or 4, definitely 4, maybe 3 concussion mines, depending on how they're placed and where he is. You could pretty much get from like bottom to top in mere seconds, I feel. Because it's what, a 14-second cooldown it's 14 seconds for 16, so you have a 4-second cooldown if it's just Junkrat who's affected by the concussion mine. So, yeah, a very quick rotation. I might not have the timing on that right, but still, a very quick rotation from bottom to top if they want to do that. So it's probably Kelsier's just using the Ripper Air just to get across the map faster and be able to just help out his allies or split soak. Because Lior, keep in mind, Mason Blaze has been instrumental for a lot of these kills. The entombs from Mason Blaze, his overall sustainability, his spectral leeches, as he did go leech at 13-16, are all really good. I mean, you have the Drain Hope cooldown reduction by 0.75 seconds. For every 1 second it's active, if Drain lasts the full duration, its cooldown is reduced by an additional 2 seconds, and you have the Crushing Hope. If Drain Hope lasts the full duration, instantly deal an additional 50% of the damage, but the X-Strike from the Genji will come out onto the backline. Got Filth gets the Swift Strike out. 16s apiece, though. We do have the Piercing Arrow for the Hanzo. More scatters. That's a Light Bomb. That's Rhaegar to go down. Ancestor Healing was used, but the the Hanzo traded out. Vala to go down. Big Entomb. These Entombs have been huge as BBJ will fall here as well. Brandon trying to back out. Has souls. Brandon should die. Wraithwalk from Liork. He's got the Spectral Leech, and that is a kill as well. Swift Strike out from Genji. Porky's the lone defender. Diablo will get his soul reset, but another objective phase to the side of Anticlan Association. Oh yeah, like it's pseudo global. Yeah, absolutely. Toshi. All I know is if we go to a map 4, I'm getting a beer. That's what I've decided. I have to say right now, Mason Blaze is the MVP, if not one of the MVPs for this matchup right now. Kelsier doing a very good job on the Junkrat as well. A lot of good control. June, of course, you have to give credit to the healer, keeping his allies alive. Let's actually look really quickly. What does the healing look like between these two teams? 45,000 from June, 35,000 rounding down. So about nearly a 10k difference in healing between the two teams. And June really popping off right now for his allies, as we do have the Mortar Punisher for mid lane. And I'm going to look really quickly some stats for all of you at home. Standard damage from the Mortar Punisher, 186. Into structures, 372. Now, of course, when it jumps, it does kind of mess up those stats, but either way, there you go. That's the damage. 20 talents here is about to be here. This could be a game-winning push. 1-9 in kills. Keep front gate goes down. Drag from the Dahaka with the elongated tongue doesn't connect. We have a lightning breath from the Diablo. We have the living weapon from the Genji. He's got what's the cooldown amount? 10 seconds off of the 60-second cooldown for the X-Strike. Some scatters out from Hanzo. Mid lane, we have Vince stepping in with the Condemn. There's a drag onto the Genji as he gets a couple of shurikens out with the Shin Gun value. Hanzo's arrow doesn't do much more than just slow down the back away as Gotfilth continually with Kelsier throws in some of these ability shots. Those frag launcher grenades. They don't deal a ton of damage, but you're still getting permanent damage on the keep. 20 talent tier advantage still. Janna does have the blinded by the light, which is how much shielding? 25% of their maximum HP. You could see that pop tier trying to step in. Junkrat consistently throwing out those cannonballs at the level 20. Does have the cooldown reduction from the Endless Nades, but that Endless Nades, I believe, is from hitting heroes. Hitting heroes. I said that very weird. Arcane Punisher next for the top lane, so the members of Anticlan Association rotate up here. Mason Blaze, he might be looking for an Entomb. Does have the Buried Alive. If he lands it, that's... Oh, it actually pushes them out awkwardly. Really weird positioning. Concussion Mine. Porky taking a lot of damage. Diablo as well. Diablo's got 79 souls, actually more with that Soul to Flame level 4, building up those souls. He just wants to have that respawn if he does go down, so you'll see him constantly trying to angle those Fire Stomps through the enemy team in this defense through the top lane. Still waiting for the 20 talents here on the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs as we have CPX in the bottom lane just trying to clear things out and soak things up as well. I keep mentioning Arcane Punisher top lane. The gate's already down on the left-hand side. If the members of Performance Enhancing Zugs can start turning this around, this has to be it right here. X-Strike from the Genji avoids the... It avoids the Light Bomb from the Anduin. Oh, wait, hold on. I have a button for that. Hold on. When an arrow does that, all we have to say is...
Now this is pod racing.
20 talents here. Nearly here for the members of Performance Enhancing Zugs, and I feel like that's kind of the big thing to really note here. I feel like Performance Enhancing Zugs, they've been behind in this map right now. This is the first time today Performance Enhancing Zugs have looked weak at all, to be blunt. They've looked dominant in a lot of their games. They've had, what, like 8-0 in kill games and stuff like that. This is the first time where they're looking a little wobbly here. But of course, it still is, there's still a comeback potential, of course. But, I don't know. I'm feeling a map 4. I'm feeling a map 4. By the way, a little bit of lore for this map for any of you. Left click on this sword. Left click on this sword in your own games. If you just left click on it, you'll have some special lore things happen. Censure for the Anduin. Okay. No inner fire. We have the contagion for the for Porky. Sorry, I'm skimming everything else. Hellgate. We've got the bullseye, the Farflight quiver. Gonna check the bush with a hungering arrow. Some scatters out from the Hanzo as well. Ivy gonna start stepping onto the point. There's a brush stock in from the Dahaka. Ivy just keeping the hatred up and active. I'm gonna pull away the talents. Arrow.
Now this is pod racing.
Fight continues over here on the left-hand side as I was making a meme. Drag onto the minion. Dahaka just trying to find something with that one as we have 50-some seconds. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Hellgate forward from the Diablo. There's going to be an initiation on 2. Got Filth as the Lightning Breath comes out. Buried alive on the left-hand side of our fight. Doesn't connect onto anyone, but there's the Ancestor Healing Extract from the Genji, and he gets the Farseer's Blessing, trying to spread it over to Kelsier, which does splash onto him. June getting very low. Concussion Mind to zone back the enemy as we have a very low Porky who pops his Essence. Mason Blaze trying to Wraith Walk back. He's got 1,000 or so HP. Rain of Vengeance down from the Vala to get the stun, but can't land it. Diablo getting low. Brandon gets the Leap of Faith from BBJ. BBJ tries to heal, but the Black Soul Stone will be triggered. Diablo will be respawning right now, but he doesn't have full souls. He's going to have 28 souls currently as the objective phase still being contested by both sides, but this is advantage for the members of Anticon Association as Junkrat pokes in with some of those cannonballs. Drag from Dahaka onto the Joanna, but is there enough damage to find the kill? Vince very low, but in the backline we have Genji getting pressured. 30 skeletal defenders. Vince low, got Filth, gets a chain heal as well as Vince. Mason Blaze trying to clear out these skeletal defenders and does get another Punisher. I don't think the members of Performance Enhancing Zugs have gotten a single Punisher. This may be cleared out in lane. This may be defended. We'll see. Punisher jumps over, bless shield, that from the Joanna. That's a lot of damage, and Hanzo goes down. There's the Genji with the Swift Strike, X Strike. He comes in. IB Tinks is going to be the target right now. Concussion Mine in from Kelsier. That's going to be IB so very low. Point blank, Riptire gets the triple kill. Now Porky is going to help out Brandon, or at least do his best. That will be Diablo going down. Double Swift Strike through Porky. We already see the members going to core as the catapults have been dealing some damage onto said core. And this is Kelsier. June already on core. This is going to be map number 4 and a solid
Team kill!
for the members of Anticon Association. Ladies and gentlemen, this series, it's not over. It's not done. We're heading to a map number 4. GG. Well played! That arrow just flew through my window. I'm billing CPX for that one. What is he giving out? Is he giving out gifted subs? Because I'll take some. Beer time! It is beer time. Wait, Flame, you voted for Anti-Clan Association, Flame. Flame, you voted for the right person. You have a 2 next to your name. Unless the Twitch thing didn't update correctly, Flame, you got the correct one. Choose outcome. ACA did win the map. ACA did win the map. All right. It ain't over yet. I know Selexia's happy. All right, let's see here really quickly. Make sure that I get into the next lobby before I run and grab my beverage. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. BRB, really quickly. Oh, it didn't update, or it did, but sometimes it doesn't. Wait, what? Huh? Huh? What? Who? Okay. I'm here. I got a beverage. Do we have everybody in here? Yes, we do. Okay. Ninja with the redemption. Thank you very much, Ninja. Sometimes the 1 and 2 get stuck for some. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Baha are spooky. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, we got a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We got a series here. I'm loving this. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. More games. More games indeed, Jade. I'm happy about that always. Got the readies. Got some readies out, okay. Alright, everything looks good to me. So, readies, and we should be going soon. Thank you again, Ninja, for the redemption. As a reminder, if you are new to the stream, I hope you at least hit the follow button. We have a lot of good content on the stream. And do a lot of casting and commentary, as well as we play some other games. So I hope you at least hit the follow button. I hope you're having fun here, but we are getting into map number 4 and our best of 5 grand finals between Performance Enhancing Zugs versus Anti-Clan Association here in the Heroes International NA Last Chance Qualifier. The winner of this series punches their ticket to the Miami LAN October 14th through the 16th. Big shout out to the Nexus Revitalization Project. Thank you to, of course, Next Level Gaming in Miami. thank you as well to the Heroes International. And of course, thank you to NGS for running the NA portion of this tournament, making everything smooth and easy on our end as casters, and I'm assuming for the players as well. From my understanding, knock on wood or anything like that, I have not seen any major issues. The biggest thing that I also have to shout out to NGS and the Heroes International crew is after the first qualifier, there was a little bit of feedback. They took that feedback immediately and they adjusted how the play days worked out, and this has been really, really for the best. So just big shout out to all of the tournament organizers, the admins, and of course Next Level Gaming. And big shout out to Kevin, as always. Big shout out to Kevin, the sweet, sweet man at Next Level Gaming. We got a Lucio Dahaka ban on the right-hand side for Anti-Clan Association. We're going to see a Junkrat and What ban. It's going to be Hogger. Okay, so things like Brightwing, Diablo, Joanna, these are all available heroes. I really don't know what the priority will be from the side of Anti-Clan Association here on Cursed Hollow map number 4, but either way, all I can say to that, chat, is, I don't want to show the label, cheers to you. Thanks for being here, thanks for supporting Here's the Storm, and there's the Brightwing first pick. Does this mean a quick Diablo, like, Blaze? Diablo Sylvanas, okay. Yeah, performance-enhancing Zugs, they are not messing around. They're like, okay, last map was a fluke. We're going to the LAN. Isn't Hammer meta in NA? Hammer is meta everywhere. Hammer is meta everywhere. It just depends on if you want to build a composition around her. This is definitely a map where you could take Sergeant Hammer. This is definitely a map where you could go Sergeant Hammer. Right now, I would say Anti-Clan Association... I could actually say both teams right now have okay Hammer compositions, definitely. I don't have a Next Level Gaming command. I just have exclamation HI. It's just I didn't want to have like 1,000 commands, so I just made like a couple. There it is. Yeah, there it is. I would say both teams have a Hammer composition for sure being built out, but yeah, there you go. There you go. Your Hammer question has been answered. Let's see, what do we have here for our next ban? We could see a healer priority ban, like an Anduin or something like that. Actually, Decker Kane maybe. I'm not trying to flame BBJ, but of all the healers we've seen so far, the Anduin in the last game was the weakest looking of all of them. Ancestral healing will be denied, so no Rhaegar. So maybe they are trying to be like, okay, play Anduin, because that was, we beat you when you're on Anduin. I know it's not like a BBJ takes Anduin, ACA wins. I know that's not a, it's not a thing that's like, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, or it's not like an equal thing. But, you know, if you beat him on Anduin, maybe that's the direction you kind of push the performance-enhancing Zug members over to. But I think this might be like a, I was going to say Deckard game to deny the phase shift from Brightwing, but this is going to be a Stukov, Yrel. Oof, 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 oof. I want to point out, either team could go into a Mephisto. I really, really like Mephisto for a map like this as well. Hanzo's a good hero as well. I would not like to see a Hyper Carry Vala sort of composition. So there's the Hanzo. He's fantastic for this map. Simple geometry build for boss camp grab and all that good stuff. Poke onto the objective area. Tychus. Okay, I like the Tychus. I like the Tychus. You got Yrel, who does have physical armor, and I believe that's for a duration. It's not like a stack, like, 4 stacks of physical armor like Muradin level 1 or anything like that. We also have biotic armor from Stukov, so I do feel like this Tychus actually could be not completely, like, shut down or mitigated, but there could be some mitigation of the Stukov, or the Tychus damage with some of the build that Yrel, Stukov do have. But let's see here, last pick for the side. Wow. Can we break 9,000 for the fundraiser? I don't know. I don't know, but everyone should go click the link for the Heroes International GoFundMe. And I believe Heroes International, or the Nexus, excuse me, not the Nexus, sorry. The Next Level Gaming, I believe they're matching all donations up to 30,000, I believe is what the verbiage on that one is off the top of my head. But let's go ahead and start our Twitch prediction. Which team will win Cursed Hollow? Let's go ahead and swap into our loading screen, and I've started the prediction. Get your gambles in. Ladies and gentlemen. Once more into the bridge. I don't think that's the phrase, Gary, is it? Hoping for a game 5. I gotta be honest, I've said this during CCL, I've said it during many, many different tournaments I've casted, it's hard to vote against a Diablo and a Diablo Medivh composition. But let's go ahead and see what happens here. Map number 4, Cursed Hollow. This will be the map choice of Anticon Association. CPX on the Bird. Ivy Tings will be playing the Sylvanas, Stukov to be played by BBJ, Brandon on the Diablo, and Yrel to be played by Porky. Over on the right-hand side, trying to take us to a map number 5 through Cursed Hollow, we've got Anticon Association, we've got Filth on the Tychus, we've got Joanna played by Vince, Kelsier on the Hanzo, June on the Brightwing, and Blaze to be played by Mason Blaze. You've got a few more seconds to get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen, as I do not know how to zoom out on my own screen, and get your gambles in to see who wins Cursed Hollow. This is map number 4. Do we head to a map 5, or is this a shutdown by performance-enhancing Zugs, just showing that last map was a fluke? Bottom lane does have the black arrows immediately from Sylvanas. BBJ to get like 2 autos in, which will deal about 800 damage between the two of them. Actually, it deals, it's 272 per auto, but still. Oops, wrong button. There we go. So I was trying to pull away the BBJ stats, and I accidentally started cycling the numbers. Tyke is soaking up top lane immediately. He's going to try and push up this wave as quickly as possible into the gate to deny some experience. You have Hanzo also rotating, getting some stacks onto Porky. I actually like that a lot, but I don't think Porky is going to lose any experience here. The experience globes on the ground, as you can see right there, they are on the ground at full experience for 6 seconds, and then they're at a quarter experience for 39 seconds. So the globes stay on the ground for a total of 45 seconds on the battleground, 6 seconds at 100%, 39 seconds at 25%. If you did not know, those are the stats on that one, if you were wondering. That Sylvanas cheese never works. They got a little bit of the tower. Look at that. Look at that. Look, they got more value than Tychus. Or wait, no. So anyways, over here on the right side, Porky's going to be damaged a little bit. I wonder if Got Filth will go... What is he going to go into? Is he going to go the bigger they are? Typically, with the bigger they are, like... Yrel gets chunked. Actually, she's getting chunked right now. Yrel gets, like, chunked, and then she cycles out, and, like, Diablo steps in or something like that. So we could see in the rhythm for just the duration to really just try and pressure Diablo Yrel for a longer duration with the minigun. We'll have to see what the level 4 looks like for the Tychus. I am quite curious. And we have this coming across the board. I'm assuming... Isn't Biotic Armor at level... Is Biotic Armor at level 4? Isn't Biotic Armor at level 4? Is that a level 7 talent? Lol W? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't lol W me. You don't know what you're talking about. Yrel is up to about 50%. Tyke is going to go Master Assassin. Okay, so he's going to have the increased auto attack speed by 10%. Though, of course, you get the 15 extra percent if you get the 15 kills. Hanzo Explosive Arrow. Joanna with the Subdue. Pretty standard her talents. We have the Incinerator Gauntlets as well. What is Brightwing going to be? Why is Brightwing holding 4? I am curious about that. It's going to be Magic Spit, which is the range increase and the cooldown reduction on Soothing Mist. It is 4? Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, am I crazy? I am curious, like, if anyone in chat is knowledgeable in the game, why go Revigorous Uptake over going Biotic Armor? I feel like Biotic Armor would be huge. I guess since you do have a lot more team fights in the area, and Vigorous Reuptake does synergize with Reactive Ballista Spores as well, so I guess maybe that's the synergy that BBJ is going for here, and maybe he just doesn't feel like the physical armor is really necessary. That's my best guess. It just feels like Biotic Armor would be the call, but as I'm not a healer main, so that's why, like, it's probably, to be honest, it's my weakest role that I play, and since I don't play it as much, I have less mechanical understanding of the diversity in talents. I don't think you want to take armor against Tychus, though, right? Because he can just ignore armor. Am I crazy? Does it ignore armor? Does it completely ignore armor? I thought it was just percent-based damage. I don't know if there was anything ignoring armor. I know it was percent-based damage. Unless he's got a talent that I'm not remembering. Chat, knowledgeable in the game. Everyone in my chat is a Grandmaster, and we all know it. It's only physical armor. The Biotic Armor? Yeah, of course. That's why I was wondering if it'd be strong against the Tychus. Only his percent damage ignores it. Got you. Tychus deals damage with minigun, which is percent, which ignores all armor. Okay. Makes sense to me. Porky getting body blocked here. Got filth with some decent damage. Phase shift will come in from the Brightwing. That's a jet propulsion, and that is going to be another kill in favor for the side of Anti-Clan Association. Sorry, my brain just assumed that it was actually performance-enhancing Zugs coming in on top of that. 10 talents here on the horizon, closer for the side of our red team here. Yo. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not caster cursing anyone. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to think it. His percent ignores it. Ignore armor's a talent. No, this is Patrick. Wasn't a Cassia level 20 and ignore armor? What talent? I'd like to know too. Jet propulsion from Blaze. BBJ getting chunked here. That's a lot of damage. Grenade from Tychus. Phase shift from Brightwing. Polymorph as well. Protection from Medivh. Arrow from Hanzo. Connects onto the Urel. Commandeer Odin with the annihilating line damage. Ragnarok missiles coming out as well. And this is going to be a quick call for boss. This might... Oh, no. It's not. They're going to leave it. Kelsier starts boss. Okay, they're just gonna trade bosses. Okay. I was a little bit afraid of the Medivh. I was a little bit afraid of like the Medivh steal with like Leyline Seal or something like that, which that's might be the reason they left the bottom area. But even then, that threat looms over here in the top lane. I know Zul'jin. Yeah, Zul'jin has what is it, a 13 or a 16 talent? I think it's a 16 talent for Zul'jin. I'm probably wrong on that as I say it. But I don't remember a Tychus talent that is specific to ignore armor. Brandon getting very low over here. He will be able to get his, oh no! He dies right when he gets the buyback. But he is post level 10, which means he only consumes 25 out of the 100. Sylvanas pushes up the bottom lane a little bit. No curse potential. June gonna get the potential. Actually, June might get 2 out of 3 of the curse points for his team. Blaze, Porky in the bottom lane. Sorry, that's not right. That's not Porky. That's Mason Blaze on Blaze in bottom lane. Porky's on the Urel. BBJ gonna get interrupted by a shield glare from Vince. I'm gonna check really quickly and see, does Vince have another shield glare to interrupt? He does, but he can't step in. No mercy for Zul'jin. Yeah, that one I know. Titan's Revenge. Cassia basic attacks now ignore armor while it avoids fully charged, and they deal 20% additional bonus damage. Hey, cheerleader, what's up? May my beer and water stay chilled all day. Thank you. Thank you. We're enjoying a nice Stella Artois. That's a... Some dude I knew when I turned 21, one of my buddy's friends, we were at a bar and he was like, "Yeah, I'll have a Stella Artois," and we were all like, "A what? You'll have a what?" Siege Giants actually might take down bottom lane before the clear comes through, and yes, that is. Are performance-enhancing Zugs falling apart here? Brightwing... Yeah, June can just get this. June could just tank this. Actually, no, he can't. Never mind. I thought the Arcane Flare was going to do a lot more. My bad on ignore. I was thinking Cassia. Oh, no worries at all. That's what I was like, is there a Tychus talent that I don't know about? Okay. All right, we've solved the mystery of the Tychus talents. We've solved that mystery. Never spoke a French word in his life. This is America. We speak American. Baja, that is true. That's not what you're gonna call it. Exactly, Shiny. I just like, it makes me giggle every time. And that's like our friend group. That's what we all refer to it as. We're like, oh yeah, you gonna have some Stellar Artoises tonight? I've never said it around my dad because I know he would never let me live it down. As a man who speaks French fluently and reads books in French, I'm pretty sure he would slap me across the face. Brandon and friends, they want to kill the Brightwing, but can they? Hanzo Arrow!
Now this is pod racing.
NA production? I have good production, okay? I have very good production or pronunciation. I have horrible reading skills. No, I got pretty bad dyslexia, to be honest, so I read words wrong all the time. A lot of damage onto Kelsey here. There's a Leyline Seal out from the Medivh. No Apocalypse because, well, there's a Lightning Breath pickup at level 10. Brandon getting low. Brandon actually should fall here. Protection, Portal. Oh, CPX comes in clutch. If only Sylvanas had a trait that could disable Siege Giants and save the tower. If only. NA reading? No, it's called dyslexia, you jerk. I literally read production, and then I looked at it again, and I was like, yeah, that's not right. Annihilation does get one stall onto BBJ. The Ragnarok missiles might be fired out here as well, but it's going to be the Oil Slick and the Twin Flames. Jet propulsion from Mason Blaze into the face of Porky as the portal set up to allow Porky to get out. And do we have the Raven Familiar, I think, from level 4? Yes, we do. Medivh is a fair and balanced hero. You are lying to all of us. By the way, CPX at 30 stacks currently. As a reminder, if CPX dies before finishing those stacks, he loses all of them. You know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. Sonic Arrow does stall out BBJ once. Is there any way to stall this out once again? It doesn't look like the members of Anticon Association will. Oh no, I think Blaze got a Twin Flame or something? No, because Blaze was still in mid lane. I actually don't know why BBJ repositioned there. Might have been a misclick, might have been a like shift abilities. I know I try and shift my mountain move after I finish channeling, so. Tychus really wants to take down this fort. Grenade will be it. Didn't mean to be rude. Well, I'm crying. No, it's been my entire life, so I've had people be like, oh, you're really bad at reading things. It's like, well, yeah. When my brain doesn't compute things properly, what's in front of my eyes, then yeah, of course it will. Yrel steps... Oh, they don't even actually get the invade onto this. They don't even get the invade. By the way, level 1 for Medivh needs to just remove this talent period in the game. That should not exist. Also, I think Medivh's bird form should be a longer channel. You shouldn't be able to portal and bird up before someone gets the other end. Like, bird channeling time needs to be extended by, like, 1 to 2 seconds, and then I think that'd be a lot better. Also, remove Portal Mastery. Or at least make it so he can't do it in Raven form. Like, just... Maybe like, he can place one portal in Raven, then he has to drop down to do the second. Like, just either that or get rid of Portal Mastery. Also, make it longer of a channel time for him to become a bird. I really do think that needs to be the change. But, of course, we're not going to get that changed because exclamation patch in chat. Bunker down from the Blaze, a couple players who get into it. Filthy Terrans get inside the bunker. We have Hanzo ripping an arrow into the enemy. That's more of a disengaged duel, but that's a huge wailing arrow from Sylvanas. And that is June able to get the blink heal out, but the Tychus will fall. Portal forward from Medivh, Raven Familiar, Ardent Defender, tanking tower shots to get some extra HP. Haunting way forward from Ivy Tinks. Kelsey low, does go down to the Sylvanas as we have a Leyline Seal onto 2. Blaze trying to back away. Vince might be the target here. We have a bit of a split attention. Porky comes in with the Righteous Hammer, lurking arm out from BBJ, who did not go into the low blow, but the portal puts a lot of members next to Mason Blaze. Now I wonder here, this is what I wonder, will they go boss and then delay the channel? Because I feel like that's the stronger call, and I think that's exactly the case right here. Top lane fort might fall. It's gonna be low, but it won't fall either way. The boss plus objective, actually Brandon gonna go for the immediate channel. This will time out pretty good realistically. The devs have heard your suggestion and will be taken into consideration. What? The 2 devs that are left to this game that watch my Twitch stream? Medivh throws a Leyline Seal out. He's got Temporal Flux from level 16, so CPX has no problem just spamming out Leyline Seals. The intern will get right on it. Ouch. Diablo and crew will push up the top lane. Got Filth is in the Commandeer Odin. Getting some Ragnarok missiles. We have that bit of a sidewall out over there, so you actually have a way for Porky to kind of look for a... Well, he's attempting a bit of a flank here, but Got Filth gets the dash away from Porky, who's looking for the Righteous Hammer. Leyline Seal, no 20. No Medivh cheats. Porky getting very low. Boss is going to take down this keep in top lane. We've got a huge wave arriving through the mid as well. Curse is about to expire in 5 seconds, and it's a guaranteed keep. Portal forward. Do performance-enhancing Zugs. Do they go lethal? Do they try and end the series here to go to Miami? Lightning Breath from the Diablo. BBJ spreading that healing pathogen around. He's full trait build. BBJ is all trait build. You can even consider reactive ballista spores part of the trait because it's mostly I mean, you can activate it, but you can also, I think it's an auto activate when you drop to, I think, is it 50%, right? While below 50% health, the cooldown of reactive blah 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 blah. Activate to instant. Oh no, so it's just an activatable. Okay, sorry. I thought there was like a trigger on it as well, but no, that's just my misunderstanding. They're watching Grubby play Dota. Who, the Blizzard devs? They're watching Grubby play Dota, and the entire time they were like, we could have had this! But no! We just gave the rights away! Honestly though, if Blizzard did have Dota, they probably would have done the exact same thing as HGC. They would have supported it, and then it wouldn't have made money immediately, and they would have been like, this isn't profitable, dumpster it. Put everything into Overwatch, and then ruin it as well. Yo, I've been hearing some stuff about Overwatch 2, and it is just blowing my mind. Like characters locked behind battle passes, like PvE stuff, like not even releasing on like release for something like that. Like Overwatch 2 looks like they're trying to kill their own game before it releases. I feel like. Either way, I'm gonna play Omega Strikers. That seems more fun. Medivh scouting out for the allies. The creator of Dota went to Blizzard and they told him to fuck off. Oh yeah. What is it? Ice Frog or something like that? I remember that actually. Yeah, absolutely. There's a whole like lore storyline behind it. Like he really tried. Like I think it was more than once that like the dude who created the mod, like he really tried to get Blizzard to like back it, and they just kept saying no. And he's like, all right, I'll go to Valve. I'll go to Valve. And now we have the TI, which is one of the biggest esports tournaments every year. I don't know if Worlds for League of Legends beats it in prize pool, but I know the TI is insanely massive when it comes to prize pool generated. It's almost like having a battle pass system that benefits a tournament and the players and the literal community. It's almost like that's a really good idea. Like spend $20 and like 50, 75% goes to the tournament. The rest of it goes to the devs, and then they can create more it's almost like there's these models that have existed, and Blizzard could have just literally mimicked them to make HGC work. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Bottom lane keep is gonna take, I know it's not as simple as that, but I'm still sour, so let me just have this. Bottom lane keep will go down to the boss plus the black arrows, and it looks like performance enhancing Zugs will continually open up the map and whittle down the last remaining defenses of Anti-Clan Association. One of the main Blizzard heads hated MOBAs, so he canned it. Oh, wow, yeah, it's like, well, I have seniority, so I obviously know what's best for the company. Jet propulsion, Brandon taking a lot of damage. Portal gets him out. The League Battle Passes suck, to be honest. You pay more for the opportunity to grind out skin recolor. It's not like the one for TI. Oh, really? Okay. I honestly actually thought they only did TI Battle Passes, so that's just me not understanding, but still. Anyways, arrow from Hanzo does connect into the backline. This is a very low Diablo. He pops the Lightning Breath. June just trying to back away, trying to get some blink heals around. He's got some damage over time applied. No one falling just yet. We do have a catapult in bottom lane pushing up. As the Commandeer Odin has come out, Hanzo clearing out the wave right now over on the right-hand side because he's just so low in HP. Our defender used by the Urel, who steps back into the Ragnarok missile, the big red button, actually. Brandon, still so very low. Grenade from Tychus. We have full souls. There's going to be the stun, the double kill. Diablo's back. Diablo's back. This is not GG, but this is actually huge. This is humongous because bottom lane will push out from the wave. Mid lane will push out from the wave. They don't really have a minion wave here, but the curse doesn't, you don't need a minion wave for the curse. There's no way they end off of this. If Anti-Clan Association takes us to a map 5 through that fight, this will be absolutely wild to me. I feel like you get keep. I don't think you end, oh no, BBJ. Is there a blessed shield? In 1 second. What? 1 second blessed shield. Massive shove. Blessed shield. BBJ low. BBJ around 30% HP. Vince wants the kill. The keep is still up and available. Vince and Kelsier having to back away. Now the keep shall fall here. Medivh back. He throws out the Leyline Seal. Got the level 20. Medivh cheats, as we do get 2 members with that one. Diablo looking to jump in here, as we do have the keep around 50%. Urel up in 14 seconds. Yeah, there was also when there was like the mass exodus of Overwatch 2 Overwatch casters. There was one Overwatch caster who like came out and was doing like a twit longer about like all the stuff that like the higher ups in Blizzard, how they were treating and looking at Overwatch. Like he was talking about like how like there was literally people screaming at Blizzard executives not to do certain things because it wasn't good for the community, it wasn't good for the game. But those people, those executives who were making decisions, they literally looked at Overwatch and they were like, we want it to be like Friday night, or like they want it to be like, you know, like Monday Night Football. Like they want it to like have that kind of like feel. And they're like, but this is esports. This isn't football. Like you can't. It's not a one-to-one comparison. You can't do that. You can't make an F1 broadcast just like an NBA broadcast. 2 different fucking things, man. So yeah. A lot of dinosaurs with really dumb ideas. It's the same. Look, when I was in architecture, it was very much the same thing too. You have all these things that you want to try and do and help and blah, 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 but then you have someone who's above you who's like, well, I have seniority and you're wrong because I'm older than you. Because age, obviously, is a translated experience. Can you tell I'm a little sour? Can you tell I'm a little sour? Meanwhile, I'm rotating that asshole's PDF constantly. It's not hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to rotate a PDF. Hey, can you save this Word document to a PDF for me? Oh, you mean the save function in Word that says save as PDF. Got it. Yeah, I can do that for you. Haunting Wave in from the Sylvanas. Condemn from the Johanna pulls in a few. There's a Commandeer Odin. This is a corridor fight that's kind of good for the Diablo. Big red button. Ardent Defender eating a lot of that. Leyline Seal comes out from the Medivh. Only connecting onto 1. Big arrow from Hanzo onto 2 in the backline. Got Filth does get some healing in this Commandeer Odin as the Diablo Lightning Breath will be coming out as well. We have Bubble Hearth, by the way, for the Urel. Keep that in mind. She went Bubble Hearth. That's a Bubble Hearth Urel. That is the second Bubble Hearth we've seen in this. I think we had a Bubble Hearth in Qualifier number 2, and this is the second Bubble Hearth we've seen in any of these qualifiers. Either way, what's the cooldown on it? 80 seconds. Okay. You're a little spicy. Thank you. I've had 3 sips of a beer, and I've got to talk about my opinions.
Gather tribute or face my curse.
Anyways, all right. Focusing on to the fight and the series here, we do have a polymorph onto Diablo. Brightwing, that's going to be Sylvanas taking a lot of damage. Lurking Arm out from the Stukov. Leyline Seal connects onto 2. 3. No, that's a phase out from June just to make sure that there's no Leyline Seal onto him. Bubble Hearth meta confirmed, yes. Brightwing to Hearth back just to go clear out the top lane wave. Bosses traded? What are Katas doing right now? Hold on. What's the catapult damage looking like? Holy Jesus. 912 damage into structures from catapults. I did ISO. That thing looks awesome, man. Looks really cool. They're still working on this. Vince and the rest, they see this, they know. Here comes the Commandeer Odin. Boss, around 50%. Scatters from Hanzo. Is there a Leyline Seal from Medivh? I feel like it, I'm actually not sure if it went out or not. Hanzo, arrow is gonna just... Boss is gonna be worked on. Have they invaded this? And will they? No way. Urel jumps onto the point. Polymorph from the Brightwing. Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Porky on the point. Kelsier jumps over the wall. And Kelsier is in a bad spot. That's bunkered down from the Blaze. Leyline Seal creates a window. June gets cooked up by the Lightning Breath. I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be it right here. Medivh will fall. This is a boss going towards the core. Vince so very low. A double kill from the Avenging Wrath. Got Filth. Does go down. And that's going to be a... Oh, where's the button?
Team kill!
Team kill. And it's performance-enhancing Zugs who rush towards core. Ladies and gentlemen, this is looking like it's game.
Red team's core is under attack.
With that... we are going to be seeing performance-enhancing Zugs take the Nexus, they take the core here on Cursed Hollow, map number 4 in our best of 5 grand finals in the last chance qualifier, and performance enhancing Zugs are on their way to Miami, October 14th through the 16th. GG, well played. Alrighty, at this time we're going to be joined by Porky from the winning team Performance Enhancing Zugs. How are you feeling about punching your ticket to the Miami LAN October 14th through the 16th?
I'm feeling pretty good about it, Bahamut. I didn't get to go to the last LAN in Miami, so I'm looking forward to going to this one.
I'm pumped about this. I am pumped about this for you. Now, Porky, we all joke around, we all have a good time, we flame each other and stuff like that. I have to say, your Dahaka play throughout the weekends that I've gotten to see it is just absolutely, it's astronomical, it's cracked, it's so good. What made you such a Dahaka god? Because I feel like this kind of came out of nowhere. I've been watching and casting you for so long. Where did this Dahaka play come from? Is it like a role swap thing? Is it a practice? Is it just what you want to focus on?
I think Dahaka's been my best offlaner for a while. I think CPX has always told me my Dahaka's decent. I think CPX just wants me to play it every game that it's up, so that's why I'm playing it so much now.
I can't blame you. Like, I seriously, like, your tongue drags are so on point. Like, of course we all miss like skill shots here and there, but like you get such critical tongue drags at such great moments. I just really got to give you kudos for that skill that you really showcased this weekend. There's actually a really good question from chat. Why Bubble Hearth?
Oh, that was a misclick.
Oh, well, okay. Because that wasn't the first Bubble Hearth we've seen. Because I think we saw.
That was a big misclick from me.
Okay.
But I got value from it at least.
We did see it. Like, I saw you like hearthing. I'm like, did we really get Bubble Hearth? Because you're not the first one. Like, someone else took it. That was a huge misclick. I was really mad at myself for that. Okay. Well, hey, you know what? You guys still won, so it's not that bad. So I'll take it. Let's see. What else can we ask you about? So the big thing, I guess, is just you're going to Miami. How are you feeling about that? Like, are you nervous, excited? Is it like, all right, we got to start grinding? Like, what's the game plan leading into Miami? Because that's what, like 3-4 weeks away. It's not very far off.
Yeah, I did a lot of grinding yesterday. I was playing a lot of Blaze, Hogger, and Dahaka and Storm League just to prepare for this match. So I'm not sure how much grinding I'm going to be doing. Storm League hasn't been amazing recently.
You don't say.
I mean, it's kind of hard for me to be playing like Blaze and trying to try hard on a hero like Blaze when other people are doing other shit.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah, I'm gonna try and get as many games as I can.
Well, Porky, before you skedaddle out of here, go celebrate and start getting ready for the Miami LAN. Any shouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours.
I guess shout out to you, Bahamut, for following us through. I think you casted all of our games in both
I did my
weekends,
best.
So I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to watching the VOD. Shout outs to ACA. They've been good opponents these past 2 weeks. And I guess shout outs to the team. Shout outs to CPX for messaging me a couple days before the qualifier and telling me you got a spot. Appreciate that.
No flame, no flame, no flame at all.
What do you mean?
No flame, yeah, it's just, subtle, I get it. Yeah?
I guess that's really about it. Twitch.tv/ttpork. You follow my stream. I'll be streaming my Storm League grinds for the LAN as well. That's really about it, though.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much for joining me. Congratulations once again, and we'll see you October 14th through the 16th at the Miami LAN at Next Level.